Most successful people carry a secret they rarely speak out loud. Not a strategy, not a morning routine, not some hidden discipline hack that separates them from everyone else. It's fear, the specific kind of fear that whispers. One day someone will finally see through all of it. That everything built, everything earned, everything admired will be exposed as a lie. A performance, a fluke that went on too long. This is the feeling of being a fraud. And it visits more people than anyone admits, especially the ones who seem like they have it all figured out. Sitting in a room full of confident faces, while something inside quietly calculates when the tap on the shoulder will come. The one that says, "We figured it out. You don't belong here." That feeling is real, it has weight, it keeps people up at night. But here's the twist no one talks about. That feeling, that gnawing sense of faking it, it's not a sign of failing. It's not proof of being unqualified. It's not the universe confirming some deep inadequacy. It's actually proof of winning. There's a psychological phenomenon called the Dunning-Kruger effect, and it reveals something strange but powerful. The less competent a person is, the more confident they tend to feel. They don't know enough to realize what they don't know, so they walk around certain, unshaken, loud in their opinions. But the more competent someone becomes, the more aware they grow of just how much they still have to learn. Their world expands, and with that expansion comes doubt. They see the gap between where they are and where mastery actually lives. This is what that fraud feeling really is. It's not evidence of being unworthy. It's evidence of growth, of awareness, of having stepped into arenas that actually challenge the mind instead of letting it coast. The people who never feel like frauds, they're often the ones who've stopped learning, stopped stretching, stopped putting themselves in rooms where they're not the smartest person there. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor, Stoic philosopher, one of the most powerful men in ancient history, wrote private journals filled with self-doubt. He questioned whether he was good enough, whether he was wise enough, whether he deserved his position, and he did this while running an empire. He wasn't weak, he was awake, and that's the difference most people miss entirely. What becomes clear by the end of this is simple. That voice in the head doesn't mean what it's been saying. It means something else entirely. Something that changes how every room gets walked into from now on. Feeling like a fraud means operating at the edge of ability. It means choosing paths that refuse to let someone coast. Taking on roles that stretch and challenge. Entering spaces that demand more than what's comfortable. That's not something to be ashamed of. That's something to respect. Now there's another layer most people miss completely. The fraud feeling often comes from comparing insides to other people's outsides. Someone across the table looks calm, confident, collected, and the assumption is that's how they feel. But no one sees their sleepless nights, their second-guessing before big moments, their silent panic that lives underneath the polished surface. Comparing behind-the-scenes footage to someone else's highlight reel, that's a game that can't be won. The truth is, almost everyone is figuring it out as they go. The CEOs, the leaders, the ones who seem untouchable, they've just learned to move forward despite the doubt. Not because it disappeared. Confidence isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to act anyway. Viktor Frankl, psychologist, Holocaust survivor, author of Man's Search for Meaning, wrote about finding purpose even in the darkest circumstances. He didn't wait until he felt ready. He didn't wait until doubt vanished. He moved forward because meaning demanded it, because something larger than comfort was calling. And that's what separates people who stay stuck from people who break through. Not certainty, movement. So what actually helps when that fraud feeling arrives? Recognize it for what it is, not a verdict, a signal. The mind's way of saying the stakes are higher now, that the arena got bigger, that there's something worth caring about on the line. That's not weakness. That's investment. Stop waiting to feel ready. Readiness is a myth sold to keep people standing still. The truth is that readiness comes from doing, from failing, learning, adjusting. Action creates confidence, not the other way around. Collect evidence, not compliments. Evidence. Look at what's actually been done. Problem solved. Moments of showing up when everything inside wanted to quit. Times of figuring it out with no clear path. That's not luck. That's proof. And understand that the fraud feeling may never fully disappear. And that's okay. Because the goal isn't to silence doubt. It's to move forward while doubt is still talking. That's where real power lives. There are more topics coming. Ones that dig into the hidden mental blocks that silently hold people back. If missing those isn't an option, subscribe now. This is just the beginning. The people who change the world, who create, who lead, who inspire. They don't do it because they figured out how to stop feeling like frauds. They do it because they realized the feeling wasn't a stop sign. It was a green light, a signal of being exactly where growth happens, in the arena, not on the sidelines. One day looking back at this version, the one that felt uncertain, unsure, not quite enough, something will become clear. That version was never a fraud. That version was becoming. And becoming is the bravest thing a human can do. Drop a comment below. One moment of feeling like a fraud but showing up anyway. What happened? What it taught? That story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today.